Hi guys, welcome to Free Code Camp's JavaScript Beginners Lesson 2. Let's go on to the next challenge. So here we have assigning the value of one variable to another. After a value is assigned to a variable using the assignment operator, you can assign the value of that variable to another variable using the assignment operator. For example, var myvar is declaring it here without assigning a value to it. And then here we assign the value 5 to myvar. And then var mynum we are declaring, and then we say mynum equals myvar. So this will essentially make this also 5. The above declares a myvar variable with no value, then assigns it the value 5. Next, a variable named mynum is declared with no value, then the contents of myvar, which is 5, is assigned to the variable mynum. Now mynum also has the value of 5. Assign the contents of A to variable B. So we have var A equals 7, var B. Go ahead and pause the video here if you'd like to do it on your own, and then come back to the solution, which is B equals A. Okay, let's see. Next step here is initializing variables with the assignment operator. It is common to initialize a variable to an initial value in the same line as it is declared, like they do here. This creates a new variable called myvar and assigns it an initial value of 0. Define a variable A with var and initialize it to a value of 9. So go ahead and pause if you'd like to, and then come back and I'll show you what we'll do here to make this happen. We just copy this here. So we say var A equals 9. Most efficient. Next challenge, declare string variables. Previously, you used the following code to declare a variable, var myname. But you can also declare a string variable like this. Var myname equals, with quotation marks, your name. Your name using quotation marks, and you can also use the single quotes like this. Single quotes or double quotes are fine in JavaScript. Either of them work to create strings. So this here, your name, is called a string literal. A string literal or string is a series of 0 or more characters enclosed in single or double quotes. Create two new string variables, my first name and my last name, and assign them the values of your first and last name respectively. So go ahead and do that. Come back to it when you're done. And if you did it correctly, you would have put var my first name equals your first name, and var my last name equals your last name. I did it here with the double quotes and the single quotes just so you can see that both of them work. Let's go on to the next challenge. Understanding uninitialized variables. When JavaScript variables are declared, they have an initial value of undefined. If you do a mathematical operation on an undefined variable, your results will be NaN, which means not a number. If you concatenate a string with an undefined variable, you will get a string of undefined. So initialize three variables, A, B, and C, with 5, 10, and I am A, respectively, so that they will not be undefined. So we will say A equals 5, B equals 10, and C equals I am A. And now, down here, since these variables have already been declared and assigned, we have new assignments which are saying A will now equal A plus 1, which would be 5 plus 1, so A will now equal 6. And B will equal B plus 5, so that'd be 15, because up here we declared B and gave it the value of 10. And C would now be I am A plus string with a space here. So this is something that a lot of people might run into when they first learn JavaScript. If you have a string, I just did my Command K here to clear the console. If you have a string A that is I am A, and you just close it like this, and then you say B equals string, you might think I can concatenate both of these, A plus B, to get the sentence I am a string. But you would be surprised, and you'd learn once you tried that that there was no space here. So you need to account for those spaces just as they did here. So instead you'd want to say b equals space string. And now if we said a plus b, we get I am a string. Run the tests, terminated. Let's do 2 more and we'll be on to the next video. Understanding case sensitivity in variables. In JavaScript, all variables and function names are case sensitive. This means that capitalization matters. My var is not the same as my var, nor my var. It is possible to have multiple distinct variables with the same name but different casing. It is strongly recommended that for the sake of clarity, you do not use this language feature. The best practice is to write variable names in JavaScript in camel case. In camel case, multi-word variable names have the first word in lowercase and the first letter of each subsequent word is capitalized. Examples: some variable, another variable name. This variable name is so long. Modify the existing declarations and assignments so their names use camel case. Do not create any new variables. So we want to modify these studly cap var. So you see how writing things like this can definitely make things harder to read. But if we have studly cap var, we can easily see where each word breaks. Proper camel case and title case over. But we want camel case. Studly cap var is not defined. Okay, I see. So they want us to redo these here. And this one would be this. Simple Command C will copy and Command V will paste. Let's see if we did this right. Studly cap var should be defined and have a value of 10. Studly cap var, studly cap var. Studly cap var should be defined and have a value of 10. Is it not? Of course. This is not camel case. And that's how easily a bug can be introduced into your software. Let's see. Now studly cap var is not defined and we're good to go. Passed with flying colors. Submit and go to next challenge. Explore differences between the var and let keywords. One of the biggest problems with declaring variables with the var keyword is that you can easily overwrite variable declarations. Var camper equals James, var camper equals David. Console.log camper, you're going to get David. In the code above, the camper variable is originally declared as James and is then overridden to be David. The console then displays the string David. In a small application, you might not run into this type of problem, but as your code base becomes larger, you might accidentally overwrite a variable that you did not intend to. Because this behavior does not throw an error, searching for and fixing bugs becomes more difficult. A keyword called let was introduced in ES6, which is ECMAScript 6, one of the latest forms of writing JavaScript and the latest forms that the browsers currently take in 2022. A major update to JavaScript to solve this potential issue with the var keyword. You'll learn about other ES6 features in later challenges. If you replace var with let in the code above, it results in an error. Now that you said let camper equal James, you cannot declare it with let, as if you are declaring it for the first time. Let camper equal David will throw an error. The error can be seen in your browser console. So unlike var, when you use let, a variable with the same name can only be declared once. Now you could change camper to David, but not with the let keyword. So here we just want to update these to let. Run the tests. Good job. So that'll wrap it up for this video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.